Hello everybody and welcome back to the Buffalo Bills franchise here on Madden NFL 11. We are coming off of a loss for the first time in like a year and a half, and it was at home, and I checked the injury report and we're not getting help anytime soon. Emmanuel Sanders is out for 8 weeks, Eric Wood's out for 7, and then the rookie who I want to trade won't be available to trade ever because the trade deadline is week 6. So unfortunately, it looks like we are going to have the team that we have right now, barring any trades using draft picks, until the end of the franchise. So if you have been enjoying the Buffalo Bills franchise, this being the final season of it, do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, let me know a game you'd like to see replace this long series that's been on my channel for what feels like forever, because it basically has been. It was like 2 months after I started the channel that it came onto it and gave me my first plus 100 view video, I think. And been here a long time. 3 Super Bowl wins, 3 and 4 in the Super Bowl with the Bills team. And we're going to need some help this year. Team is very, very rough around the edges. The good news is that the injuries to our linebackers that took place last game were not permanent. Mormon was trying to get a hit stick there. And our defensive line is still our defensive line, and it's always good to play the Steelers because it always feels like our team just comes to play. And proof of that is Jerry Hughes having his first big play, it feels like, of the season. Had a chance to get a pick on one of the plays, but it didn't happen. Good tackle there by Whitner to stop him from getting the first down. Would have preferred he play up on him, but we play a lot of zone because I'm pretty sure we have Sean McDermott as our defensive coordinator. And it's also the Bills' defense at this point. That felt kind of cheap. Because it was. He got hit as he threw again, and it was perfect accuracy. Come on, game. Okay, there's false start on the right tackle. Take that. Shouldn't have had the first down to begin with. Our defense has to get off the field quickly. Can't allow third down conversions because it just eats the entire game up. Good set of the edge by McGee there, and Jerry Hughes with another tackle. You can actually see McGee set the edge and then the running back come back inside like, nope. There's nothing out there for me. He should have taken the chance. I don't think this team has Rashad Mendenhall anymore because I saw him. That was a fail and a half by Co Simpson. That wasn't even my fault. He got the animation to try to pick it off himself. I saw Mendenhall in the free agency, and obviously I can't pick him up because he's never played for the Bills. That also seemed very cheap. McKelvin asks for a very large contract and then starts the season off being absolutely dreadful. Jarris Bird drops an easy pick. I wonder what his catching stat is because he has dropped, I think, 4 or 5 picks the last 2 weeks. So it better be like a -6. Okay, that is Mike Wallace, but come on. I just played this Pittsburgh team last year in the playoffs. If they caught a single one of these, they would have beat us, probably. Or at least been a closer game. Good play there by Greer, honestly. Should have had another pick, but I'll take the incomplete pass. They are in field goal range. Okay. Well, they're not. He forced it left because he had to put a lot of power in it. Good drive by the defense. And we start on offense with an absolutely dreadful play unless they're in zone, which they are. Okay, we'll take the easy 5-yard catch and run there by Percy Harvin. Got to get the ball in his hands more often. Not have him run out of bounds for us. Take the underneath to CJ Spiller. Good catch and run there by Spiller. And we're going to go Wildcat because this team just can't stop itself. I don't understand this. Like, Mike Mularkey, Dabble, I wish you could take playbooks out. Just the entire play. Because it's pointless. The entire setup should not be in the game. Unless you're the Dolphins. That was a terrible first 2 runs, but this team's defensive line is disgusting. And it also doesn't help that we were in Wildcat. Mike Mularkey's offense so far, absolutely dreadful. Might honestly consider firing him. If I can get it in there, nope. Vince Young has been very inaccurate. I wanted that ball to go deeper, and I couldn't throw it bullet because then it would have been terrible. He can't make it from 56. I don't even know why we put him out there. Like, I don't even care if the wind's on his back. You notice how there was 2 return men back there? I'm just going to try to get it, like, as far out of bounds as possible. That was probably terrible. Yep. Yeah, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Punting in this game is basically impossible. Okay, so we're relying on our defense to, again, make the first play. Good tackle there by Chris Kelsey. It's nice seeing him get some play time. He is in his 30s, but he had that great first season for us, and I almost felt pretty bad kicking him to like the deep bench because we had Takeo Spikes and Brandon Spikes, and I wanted to make sure they got reps. And now that he's here, I don't see him getting kicked off unless we get ourselves a... That was a great play there. Yep. Wonderful. What a play. McGee and McKelvin might be the most overrated cornerbacks in like Madden and Buffalo Bills history. Like, what was that tackle? I understand they're corners, you know? Oh, we were doing a hit stick with a cornerback. Listen, okay? The guy looked like he weighed about 150 pounds. If you can't hit stick that, then you shouldn't even have the option to get an animation when I press up on the hit stick. You should just do a normal tackle animation and be like, sorry, coach. There we go, Fred. There we go. Huge run by Fred Jackson. You can tell he is in his 30s. He's got some... Used to have shaky speed. Now he's got, like, very, very mid speed. I just hope his stamina is good. Another good run by Fred. This team can basically do nothing but run the ball and throw drags. That time I put air on it because I knew he was going to be open, and nope. Vince Young might get replaced very shortly. Kevin Kolb is in the free agency, so don't want to spin move too often with Fred because he did fumble the one time. But I needed that extra bit of yards. He's still fine. Still got the stamina. Eric Pears missed a block, but Fred still took it for 4. And that's a 2-minute warning. Yep. Roethlisberger looks like an NFL quarterback against us for the first time, I'm pretty sure, in his career. Or at least in the last 4 seasons. Vince Young inaccurate again, but in all honesty, is that really blamed on the fact that he got hit as he threw, or is that more just a Vince Young problem? We'll just run it. I have 0 faith in Vince Young to do anything correct, so... And I have all the faith in Fred Jackson gaining 8 yards. I guess Mike Mularkey must have seen something he liked on those last 5 inaccurate passes because he wants to see it again. Excellent. I might just need to put Fitz back out. Maybe scare Vince Young a little bit. Wow, that was some great blocking. Good gosh, did you rewind that, please? Put that back. 4 dudes on one guy, and the guy just walked right through. I wonder if he's going to be there and cause a problem for this offense. Jerome Felton is a beast. There we go. Getting some fight finally out of our players. Jerome Felton tried to block like 6 people there and actually succeeded in quite a few of the blocks. We're going to let the clock drain. I'm going to move this to the left because the guy on the right is very, very antsy. Fred Jackson is exhausted, but I think we're going to snap this with about 30 seconds on the clock. We get the ball in the second half. We just can't keep letting them get nonsense scores. I should have given Fred Jackson a chance to relax. Doesn't matter because there's no offensive line. Because all of our offensive linemen got injured before the season started. Because for some reason this game starts players who are starters in the preseason. That was barely catchable by Vince Young. And they're going to check to make sure it was caught. Okay. Let's just put this through the uprights. Okay, 7-7. That was a huge drive. 13 plays, 85 yards, and a touchdown. It's the first time our offense honestly looked like it was trying to do something properly. And of course, we got most of those yards from Fred, so... Is that Eric Ebron? Do they have Eric Ebron on this team? I think they actually started with him, and then he went to the Colts or something. Good tackle there by Moats. And I think they're just going to let the clock run out, which I appreciate tremendously. Thank you, Pittsburgh. So we go into the half. I'm going to wait to say anything. Good tackle there, Stroud. We're going into the half tied at 7. Now, their offense should be way worse than it says on the paper. But at least Vince Young has completed 5 passes this game, huh? That was almost a dreadful kick, and I'm actually just going to let this one bounce out of bounds, because not much for me to do there. This looks like a full blitz. So we need to watch out for Fred. Of course, Lee Evans, I think, took his route as fast as he could out of bounds there. It literally looked like he was intending on just running out of bounds from the very beginning of the entire play. It's like a great route there, guys. In a 4, we need to have Fred Jackson really take the games over from now on. Or we need somebody in the receiving corps to do something that's actually impressive and not just be terrible the entire... I saw Y open, and by the time Vince Young registered that I threw the ball, the guy got over there to play defense. The whole team just feels like they're playing, in slow motion. Hey, you know what? We'll take that. Good punt, good special teams. It wasn't a great punt, but it was an effective punt. And Kyle pushes him forward. I never see those animations where they get pushed back or pulled back. It always just looks like in the NFL they're designed around the idea of getting first downs. It's probably some rule change problem somewhere. Picked off by Dante Whitner. It's been a while since I've said those words. But good defense there. We got the ball back. Now let's actually do something with it this time, huh? Okay, defense is there. Could have been picked off again. I really am not seeing the field well enough. This is the Steelers. Good defense constantly, but... Okay, hey, great run blocking there by Pears. It's very rare I can say that. But he got out in front and blocked the linebackers to spring Fred Jackson forward. Okay. Let's work off of this. And instead, we're going to have both the right guard and the right tackle miss their blocks. Let's try, I guess, a deep route here. Nothing. Just nothing. 95 speed receivers, and they're worthless. There's just nothing anywhere. Of course, it might also help to not have a headache my entire life, but that's fine. Like, again, single car driving by in the U.S. didn't sound like a Tonka truck. For 3 miles, I might not have a headache all day. Just get this thing down the field. Another punt. And see, in the newer Maddens, that would have been a muff. In the older Maddens, they were smart enough to actually catch the football and not just toss it off their teammate's forehead. Picked off by Dante Whitner, pick 6. Big Ben throws the game again. Dante Whitner with the second pick of the game. Okay. Nice read on the screen. Thank you, Whitner. But we need to start winning these games by our offense playing football. Huh? Maybe our 95 speed receivers actually playing like they have 95 speed and not playing like they have a, you know... Actually, I need to check something after this game. I just remembered. I wonder if that's the problem. They have this thing called minimum speed threshold in the Madden games, which is probably the absolute dumbest setting in video game history. So basically, it's a setting that if the people are fast and you have it set high or medium, a slow person can catch up to them. Now, I don't know about you, but if you get a sniper rifle in a shooting game, that was an excellent run defense right there. Nope. If you have a sniper rifle in a shooting game, you want it to perform like a sniper rifle, right? And if somebody walked up with a submachine gun and shot you from across the map, you'd get kind of, you know, angry about it, probably. My guess, at least. Yet somewhere in the Madden coding time, somebody went, but if a defensive tackle can catch up to Tyreek Hill, wouldn't that make more sense? It's like, no. No. Who would ever want that? Besides a team who doesn't have Tyreek Hill. But the point is that if you don't have Tyreek Hill, it's your fault. Okay. I mean, I understand the Steelers' offense deciding not to let Big Ben throw the game the rest of the way, but I don't know, maybe if my players could stop just looking like they're trying to give the guy a high five on his back, it'd be really nice. Good defense there by Chris Kelsey. That is zone defense, another tank driving by the house. Come on, guys. Play some defense. Huh? I was the only person on this team that ever plays defense is, okay, there we go. Wow, McGee actually did a thing. It's a shock for everybody involved. I'm just going to let the comm tackle that. They're going for it because they basically have to because they wasted the entire clock. We're going to blitz. And it's going to fail miserably because our defense stinks. Our defense is way too opportunistic. It needs tone setters. Or, like, I don't know, something that doesn't look like that. We need to stop playing zone. Thank you. Get some man in there. We have good corners. They're on huge contracts. McDermott needs to stop calling zone. Oh, really? It worked. You don't say. Come on, Big Ben. You know you don't want to throw this touchdown. Another, look, more man defense, and no one's on Wallace. I don't think that's the right move, but a sack is the best move. Is that McGee? McGee's having a good game so far. At least a good drive. And false start on the whole front of the line. That's what happens when you do things quickly. And this is no longer a give me field goal for this guy. And he pushed it. Another game where if the kicker could make a field goal, we probably would have lost. Whew. Nothing gives confidence to a player more than knowing that his team is 2 swings of a foot away from losing every single game. Vince Young completed 5 passes the whole game. Fred Jackson carried the entire team, and our top receiver was a fullback. Said, I'm going to need to check that minimum speed threshold. Don't want to do that very much, but every time I see the tackle happening, I'm like, oh, if I do a spin move, maybe I can get out of this. And it's like, nah, I really should just... I'm going to switch this move, or switch this play up, see what happens. There's a lot of people over there. There's just nothing. There's just nothing because they know that I can't throw the ball, because our offensive line is dreadful. Let's flip this to the right side, because that guy on the left looks very, very jumpy. And everybody's going to block one dude and fail miserably at it anyways. And Fred Jackson's going to, like, teleport forward. This is not field goal range. Yeah, this is a punt. Try to get one that looks a little better than the last one, huh? Maybe like that. That was almost the best punt ever. That's always how this team works. Almost. Okay, we got some man with a zone over the top. I'm fine with this. And Big Ben sends it out of bounds. Okay. Our defense basically has to do all the work because our offense is dreadful. Now we got zone again. And it leaves a dude wide open. And he gets out of bounds. What a surprise. Sean McDermott calling the defense absolutely dreadfully. How about we get ourselves some guys blitzing, huh? Come on, Sean. Well, I guess that's the difference, huh? And Price, I guess, is the next, Tyreek Hill. Don't even know who this guy is. But let me tell you, if he's being defended by McKelvin, he's a god. I feel like he pushed off on Whitner on that play, but whatever. The refs don't see anything in this game unless they're trying to make me throw the game. It's man defense. For the love of God, Sean. See? That wasn't even good man defense. You had Chris Kelsey on I think Heath Miller. Like, that's not working basically ever. Okay, better. Getting some pressure on Big Ben, so he's starting to feel... My goodness, Sean. I'd rather lose playing man than just let the guy be wide open playing zone. Perfect. Wow, McKelvin, get that pass breakup when, a guy had a 0% chance of catching the ball. Whew. Wow, 14-7. What an absolutely dreadful Week 3 performance. Okay. Well, what needs to be fixed? We need to check the minimum speed threshold. That's one. Two, we need to find a one. We need to find somebody who wants to be a number one receiver on this team. Percy Harvin doesn't get open enough to be a one. We need Lee Evans, but Lee Evans just isn't doing it. And Vince Young, not doing too great this start of the season. I think he's completed 14 passes all year. That isn't good. That's worse than Fitz, year one, where our best receiver was literally Lee Evans and then Roscoe Parrish. So, yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the Buffalo Bills franchise. Do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new. And give me some, give me some motivation to get through this season in the comments, guys. Have a great day. Bye.